Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Every time you look, I stand in spotlight. Not yet. You like that reference? I'm sure you do. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Motivation, Innovation, Inspiration. It's all about me. I'm your host, Tony Taylor. It is November 9, 2012. It has probably been since October 9th or 6th, 2012 since I've graced you with a video. I left off at when in doubt. Well, the fact of the matter is there's more important things that took place between October 6th or October 9th, whenever the last date was, till now, to do a video. Think about it. The presidential election, Hurricane Sandy, the iPad mini was released. Okay, so 2 out of those 3 things were a little bit more important in the world than my videos. But here I am again, we're back, and I'm sure you're all wondering, what else do I have up my sleeve? What's next in the installment of me, Motivation, Innovation, Inspiration? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm starting something a little bit new today. It's actually going to be a 3-part message series for this message. Yeah, it's going to have all the same kind of theme as the rest of the videos, but they all have one thing in common that none of the other ones do. Because this title message series is The 3 Ships in the Sea of Life. 3 ships in the sea of life. Now, think about that. Don't say it too many times fast because it does get tongue-tied. Now, do you think I'm going to talk about the Santa Maria, the Titanic, and the battleship? Sorry, you're wrong on all 3 if you think that I was going to talk about those. You know me, I color outside the lines, I think outside the box, and all those different things, so it's something different. My first ship I want to talk about is leadership. See what I did there? So with that in mind, I want to take you back to a Facebook status I had a couple days ago. Probably many of you Facebook viewers that are watching this have already read it and know it. But before you become a leader, success is growing of yourself. When you become a leader, success is growing for others. Now, it kind of goes back to what I mentioned, the things that happen in this world when I wasn't doing videos. Think of the leaders that you think about in life. You think about political leaders, world leaders, spiritual leaders, corporate leaders, all these different kind of leaders. Now, I think a lot of people think, well, I can't be a leader because I'm not the President of the United States, or I can't be a leader because I'm not the boss of a big company. I can't be a leader because, excuses after excuses after excuses. You don't need a title to be a leader. You see, when I started these videos, when I started encouraging inspiration, motivation, and innovation across YouTube and my other social networking venues, my friend deemed this the Me movement. So, since I was the founder of this, I'm naturally going to be the leader of the Me movement. But are you a leader if you don't have any followers? Possibly. I mean, I have my very strong fan base or, following of these videos, and as far as I'm concerned, and I hope I'm right, that people are enjoying these videos and people are getting something out of these videos. These videos aren't just a waste of a newsfeed YouTube post or a waste of seeing this in their timeline. People are taking time to really, take the message to heart, using it to their advantage. Not that this is anything that you would use to take advantage of people or anything like that, but it's something that I hope is leading people to believe in themselves. It's me for you. It's not me for me. I'm not doing this because I get a kick out of standing in front of a camera and talking about inspirational things and motivating people and then getting to watch it back and I'm the only viewer. That's not why I do it. I do it because I have a passion for people. And I want to lead people to be confident in themselves, like I just said. So I really hope that these videos are doing that. So don't be afraid to take the lead. I'm saying this to each and every viewer of this video. Don't be afraid to stand up for something you believe in. Don't be afraid to take the lead from... If you want to... Let me put it this way. You could be a leader in your group of friends. Think about how you are with your group of friends. Are you the leader? Or are you just a follower? Do you just do whatever they say is, okay, I'll do it. They're going to go do this. Well, if I want to stay friends with them, I'm going to do it this way. Or do you say, I don't really like what they're doing, and I'm going to try to say a little bit just to see if they get the idea, and maybe that'll turn them around. You need to be a leader. But first, know who you really are. Know yourself. That's where success comes from, knowing who you are and being comfortable who you are, and then lead others. And I guess you know where that phrase comes in, lead by example. Be an example to everybody around you. You know, do you want to be an example of what it's like what contentment looks like? Or are you going to lead by example of how frustrating you can be? I think so many times that, again, in corporate worlds, people think because I'm not the boss, there's no way I can stand up. They're not going to take the lead. Somebody, works 9 to 5, comes home and sweats and stresses about, work. Find something you're passionate about. Find your passion and find a job that exemplifies that passion, and it's a match made in heaven right there. But there's so many times that we're afraid to take the lead. If they don't follow you, they don't follow you, but you have to take the lead. Because you show so much more courage by taking that first step forward and not standing in the back of the line waiting and thinking, if only somebody else would take the lead. You have to take that lead. You have to take the step forward. So take that step forward. Be confident. I'm not saying starting a protest in the middle of the office about things, but I'm just be confident and be comfortable and be a leader. Start a movement. But make sure it's a good movement. You see, the problem, I don't want to talk too political, but I think the problem is that so many times that, whether our candidate won or didn't win, and if our candidate didn't win, we start getting angry and we start, want to say, oh, there goes America, or whatever the case is. But the fact is, we all want the same thing. We don't want a debt. We don't want high gas prices. We don't want unemployment. All those things are... So both of the candidates, or any candidate in this world, we all want the same thing. But we just think one candidate might says it better, or could do it better. But since we all want the same thing, if our candidate, who claims that he's going to do it one way, doesn't do it as well as the guy that won, we start thinking, great, America's over. But it's supposed to bring us closer together, that we can trust in what's going on right now. Because we're all still going for that same goal. Now, we may not follow that leader, but again, in our communities, in our world, are we being a leader, or are we just following? In your own communities, be a leader. Stand up. And try to make a difference instead of being angry at the differences of somebody else. You can be a difference. Make a difference. That's all I can really say on that ship for now. There's still 2 more ships I will cover, and I will not leak the information on what those other ships will be. I'll let your creative minds think about it. But for now, lead. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.